And so we've come to the end of... Welcome people, welcome back to another Daily Gaffer. It's your boy Wrong and Strong. And before I get into it today, I need to address a comment by my boy Kadir Gold, who said I need to get a mic. Guys, believe it or not, I have many microphones. You guys may be unaware of this, but I actually own the studio in which we record our podcast at. So I have equipments. I just don't like transporting it from studio work to home. But I will buy another set of mics that I leave here at home if it makes this better for you guys. Because one thing about me is that I can accept constructive criticism and deconstructive criticism, because as you know, I thrive off negativity. So yeah, guys, thank you for bearing with me and the poor sound quality. I'm gonna address it literally. I'm gonna address it next week. Not this week. We'll do it next week. I like to start fresh on a Monday. Now I've got that out of the way, I can talk about our good friend, former Vice President Al Gore, and his rhythms that we must fight. People, we must unite together to fight the scourge of Al Gore and his rhythms that are trying to keep the brothers down. So please like this video, even if you don't like it, and tell somebody to watch Armchair Gaffers. It hasn't got to be the Daily Gaffer. It can be a live stream we recommend, or it can be our main pod on a Monday. But help us in our battle against Al Gore and his rhythms. Thank you. Alright, boom. Today, I put a post up on Instagram a little while ago, randomly, as I do, talking about how we rate players. You know, what really irks me is when a pundit will say, he's won the Premier League. He's got to do better than that. He's won the Premier League. Or they'll say, he's no good. He can't even win the Premier League. And that really annoys me, because I don't feel like we should base our ratings of players solely on whether or not they've won the Premier League or how many trophies they've won. Because back in my day, a long time ago, we had players like Joaquin, Riquelme, Francesco Totti, and Aymar, who was actually very successful. But these players that I named, they didn't really win that many trophies. I know Totti won the World Cup. I think he may have won the Serie A as well, just a single one, or some kind of Italian trophy. Riquelme, I don't know what he won in Europe. But we knew they were good. We didn't care about the trophy count. It's about how they made us feel in here. You know? Not on the cabinet. And then you have players like Marco Reus, okay? Like Harry Kane. Steven Gerrard with an asterisk, because he did win trophies, but he never won the Premier League. But what does it mean? Because we know he's good. You know? So to highlight my point, what I've done today is I've compiled an 11. It is the worst ever Premier League winning 11 known to man. And this is all in response to an Instagram post that I put up, which I highlighted Wes Morgan, Luke Chadwick, and Jamie Aliadier as 3 of the worst players to ever win the Premier League. And those are just my thoughts, you know. Wrong and Strong, we back, baby. So here I've actually named an 11 of players who I think are the worst players to ever lift old big ears. With no further ado, let's get straight into it. In goal, none other, goodness should know this guy, Alex Manninger, an Aussie. He's an Aussie, and he won the Premier League with Arsenal in 1997-98. Not sure how many appearances he made, but he made enough to lift up the trophy. So in goal, we're playing a 4-4-2, of course, because I stand by 4-4-2. So in goal we have Alex Manninger. Left back, won the Premier League in 2012-13, which means he's a Man United player. And his name is Alex Butner, Dutch left back. I remember he scored in his debut. I recall, and I was like, oh shit, we are all in trouble. No, we weren't in trouble. Just him. He still plays now. De Graafschap? Somewhere in the Dutch country, Holland. I was gonna say Deutschland, but that's Germany. Alex Butner is my left back. Right back. Guys, I've got a few players from this team. It's the 2015-16 Leicester City Premier League winning team. And right back, I've got none other than Jay Simpson. Yeah, don't know how we did it. My two centre backs in my 4-4-2. Another Leicester player, none other than the Jamaican himself, Wes Morgan. You guys might rate him, but I don't, and this is my show. If you got a better centre back, let me know. His partner is actually an invincible. None other than Pascal Sigon, who won the Premier League in 2003-04 with the Invincibles at Arsenal. Let's go to left mid. Another Chelsea player. Another Leicester player. It is none other than Jeffrey Schlupp. Gonna bring him in there left mid because yes, just because yes. Right mid. This player won the Premier League in the year 2000, in the 2000/2001 season, playing for Manchester United. Down as a winger. There's nothing wingy about him at all. And his name is Luke Chadwick. I actually put a picture of him on Instagram and people didn't even know who he was. But for some reason, he's ingrained in my memory files. I can't forget him. I've gone for a double pivot of death in my midfield. Another Leicester player and another Man United player. Phil Jones partners Danny Drinkwater. Because when Phil Jones first came through, I'm sure he played centre mid at Blackburn and even a couple of times at United. So I flung him in there, centre mid, partnering Danny Drinkwater. So Phil Jones is going to be our N'Golo Kante, and Danny Drinkwater is going to be our Danny Drinkwater. So now it's just my front two. I've got a name. One of my front two is Solomon Kalou. Now, the thing about Solomon Kalou, I know he wasn't bad. I know this, but he wasn't good either. I'm sorry, I said it. And maybe it's a bit of hate from me because he was linked with Arsenal for so long. I didn't get it, but it never materialized anyways. And they just left, I just didn't, yeah. So Solomon Kalou, who won the Premier League just one time with Chelsea in 2009-10, and his partner, another Arsenal player who won the Premier League in 2003-04, it's none other than Jermaine Ali Adiel. Why Ali Adiel? So much potential, so much unfulfilled potential. No, that's a lie. There was no potential. It was just pure hype. I remember he scored against Inter Milan at the San Siro when Arsenal won 5-1. And I was mad because he came on for Henry and he scored. And I was like, if Henry was playing, that would have been his hat-trick, and it wasn't. Also, Aladia is of Algerian descent and there's no Tekkers there. So what's going on, mate? So that is my worst ever Premier League 11. In goal, Alex Manninger. Right back, Jay Simpson. Left back, Alex Butner. Centre backs, Wes Morgan and Pascal Sigon. On the wings, I've got Luke Chadwick and Jeffrey Schlupp. Double pivot of death, Phil Jones and Danny Drinkwater. And up front, little and not good, Aladia and Solomon Kalou. There's only one man to coach this team, and that is Mr. Dilly Ding Dilly Dong Claudio Ranieri. And that is it, guys. That is my worst ever Premier League winning 11, simply because I put a post up and it tickled me. Yeah. I'll be back. I don't know when I'm coming back. I'll try and come back tomorrow. It's a bit techie though. You see why. But if I don't see you this week, I'll be back on Tuesday. But I'll try and drop Thursday and Friday because I know you guys need it and I need it too. Until then, you've been great. I've been greater, and I'll see you in the future. Deuces.